I have a lot of options here because I have a second set of legs. I can do this toward the front of the vehicle, toward the back of the vehicle. We want you to get familiar with it, and this is my home. It's not a place I'm trapped. It's like, come in here with me.
My name is Alan Baker, and I've dedicated over 45 years to the study of the combative arts. Welcome to the Warrior's Path, where we train minds and bodies through the study of violence.
Sometimes he will open the door, or maybe we've done this because I have to for some reason, or has a firearm, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'll unlock the door, and he opens it. So I'm going to apply pressure to this door with this loaded shin box. So to train this, most people they'll put their face right there. They'll look to see you. I don't want trouble, and sometimes yeah, that's perfect. But to train this, he'll put one hand on it, and he'll open with the other. And so this is to keep it from hitting him in the face. So as he opens it up, right. Dennis does this on a regular basis. It'll still surprise you how much you can do. That's the next thing, and you'll see that I like this door because right next to that speaker is a really good foothold. And they'll vary per door. So if he closes it a little bit, that's my reference point. That's what I'm pushing against. So that's how we'll usually teach opening the door. They can open it. I can stay in the shin box. One of the reasons it's on the list is I'll catch a lot of people with it. Because most of the time, if it's this scenario, so you can see right where I'm at. Yeah. Questions? Real quick, try it. Each car, and then we're going to work with an open door. The next one is the edge of the seat, and it will depend on the vehicle. Some vehicles you can't do this to, and you go down to the runway. But the series is there because, like Jen's car, I can do the seat reference pretty easily in her vehicle. One of the first things is if they've come close enough, and we're training, he keeps his knees bent for training, like a horse stance. You can kick, but you can also miss. And we're ramping this up with the guys, and I'm going to kick them. Commonly, I'll bounce them off of their legs, and it hurts, but it don't stop them. But I'll do a foot check, and it manipulates them. So I mainly want to try to control them as much as I can. So that I prefer foot checking. I do have some guys that like to do the kicking. It's never worked well for me. And a lot of times, if I kick and he scoops it past, right, and he's being kind to me right here. He see how he's starting to roll around? He'll roll around and do ass and attack on that. Just put yourself in the position. Come around on the outside of the vehicle. There you go.
Yeah. Oh,
Run around. That's it.
That way,
yeah. Right. Sorry. Right. So he didn't even do it hard, and I'm immediately coming out of the car. So I end up in that position a lot when I kick. Especially with these guys, so it's like I'm like this. I'll check instead of kicking because I don't want to get caught. So the next one, whether he puts me there or I put myself there, is the edge of the seat. Now, generally at this point, we've learned some anchor points. The seat can be an anchor. If I have a shield here, I can anchor here. There's different ways, but just the body anchor. We'll have the students find their anchor points, and we'll have their partner grab them and pull them out. He can grab the body, as long as we don't tweak the neck, and pull. Go. Do it hard. Mean it. That's what we're looking for. And my hands are free to work. Sometimes we'll practice that way too. The same anchors can work. But I just want to be familiar with what are my anchors for connecting to the environment. So sometimes, he'll grab t-shirts, he'll grab your head, whatever. So if he's doing that, and I'm having to deal with the pressure, and I feel that I'm losing my anchor, I may start to go out to the edge of the seat. So this is the next reference point on the series. I generally keep part of the fetal position, up, if I can. And it depends on how much pressure. But you can always come up and be part of the game because you have a second set of legs here. Kicking, for me, is risky, but I'll foot check. And when you're training this, you got to make sure your knees are bent. If he steps in a little closer, I'll shin press and pull. Everybody see it? I'm not going to come out of the vehicle here. So one of my reference points, I'm seated, is I'll lay down. Everybody see where I'm at? I have a lot of options here because I have a second set of legs. I can do this toward the front of the vehicle, toward the back of the vehicle. I'm doing the same thing you did in the seat earlier. What is my movement? You know, we want you to get familiar with it, and this is my home. It's not a place I'm trapped. It's like, come in here with me. So even though I'm doing this, I don't want to give up the mechanics of this. I could do this, and it's one of the reasons for studying dog boxing. How do I use this? What are the mechanics? If all I've ever studied is that, I'm going to have an urge to leave the car to do it. So if he steps forward there, I get that shin box. Everybody see the placement? And I'm going to slide down in this seat here. See, I do the same reference. I've got some options to play. Same thing if I switch, right? I've got the shin press and pull there. You'll use the vehicle to train too. Did you see how Coach held himself up one more time? So I may push and I may pull. If I push down here with the knee, or if I reference and I push that down, this back one is now open. See, I'm still using the vehicle. And we'll laboratory this, but the next thing once you have it is he puts mitts on and he's hitting me while I'm navigating this. Sometimes I'll just find it like that. And I know, don't even have to look. Yeah, I can feel his foot. I know that I can probably catch it when he moves it there. So, just the reference. Lots of things can happen. You know, the student can just shield, reference. Questions? Now you can kick too, if you're like a kicker. But what Chris did, that stopped me from kicking. They'll grab it, they'll pin it, and he'll just slam his shoulder, and you come out of there quick. And you're not in a position to continue most of the time. Okay, let's give it a shot. Let's have them play the same one.